Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. Now that winter is approaching, it's time to brush up our knowledge on some of the halachas that are particularly connected with winter. And perhaps something which applies every single day. You know that the halacha says that the pasuk states, Hikoin likras alikecha Yisrael, that you should prepare yourself when you're going to talk, when you're going to connect to Elikecha Yisrael, to the Eibishter. In other words, as the halacha is brought, the Rambam and Shulchan Aruch says that when you're about to daven, you should prepare yourself. You can't just come, like the example the Rambam says, it cannot be like a Adam Haba Min Hashuk, somebody straight out of the marketplace, straight out of doing business, and his mindset and his clothing is still his business clothing. Run into the Melech and talk to him and ask him for your requests for life. So there has to be some sort of a preparation. The particular preparation that we are talking about today is the preparation of the clothing. There is the mindset, there is obviously we know the Chassidus, realizing who to who, Lifnei mi ata emed, etc. But then there is the halacha that a person has to prepare in clothing, to have clean clothing, respectable clothing, that is honorable and fit to stand in front of the king. So these are halachas that apply every day of the year for all davenings. Particularly when we talk about the winter, there are some of the new clothing that we wear because it's cold, sweaters and coats and gloves and boots. And the question is, are there any halachic issues when you're wearing those type of clothing? So the Magen Avram in Siman Tzadik Aleph, Sif Cotton Hay, the Magen Avram writes, Ein lilvoish bate yadayim. When you're davening, it's not proper to wear gloves. Because gloves, it's kederech oivrei drachim. That's why the people who travel outside or running around outside have gloves, wear gloves. In your home, you don't walk around with gloves. Not only in your home, when you're in an appointment with the Melech, you're for sure not wearing gloves. So the Magen Avram suggests, or paskins, that gloves should not be worn during davening. The Betzina Rav, however, in Be'er Moshe says, if for whatever reason the shul is cold, and the person is very sensitive to the cold, perhaps it's not doing a disrespectful act if he would wear the glove, and you're allowed to wear it in that situation. How about a raincoat or a coat? Typically we know that it's not proper to wear a coat as you're talking to the Melech because it looks like you have no time. Let's get it over and done. Let me move on to the next topic. Let me go do whatever. I'm wearing my coat, I want to leave. A raincoat, it's brought in the Aruch HaShulchan that if it's a raincoat or a winter coat, when it's cold again, if it's in the winter time, being that it's a proper garment that people wear during that season, it's not disrespectful to wear. Others go ahead and say that that you'll see, especially by some of the Chassidish people, when they have these top hats, they have a plastic over it to protect it from the rain and snow. Some say that even that is not terrible to wear during davening. It's not disrespectful because that's how people, that's the clothing people wear during that season. So it doesn't look like a chutzpah thing. How about kaloshin? Kaloshin are the rubbers that you put over your shoes, the plastic rubbers, the rubbers that protect the shoes to be able to walk in the rain and the snow. So here we find a machlokes. The Betzina Rav in Be'er Moshe Siman Tez Zayin says that's already pushing it. That you don't wear rubbers on your shoes when you're standing Lifnei Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You definitely don't wear it. You also don't wear it to a regular Melech. Of course, Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Others challenge it and says, being that it became a common practice to wear it on a rainy or snowy day, it's not that bad. Interesting that it's brought in the Imrei Emes from the Gerer Rebbe that it's preferable that you do not wear a scarf during davening around your neck. Why not? So let me give you a shtickle hakdama. We know that the halacha says that it's best that there should be a hefsek between the lev, the heart, and the erva. And that's what a belt does. That's what a gartel does. That's why people are makbid to have a gartel to shehei mafsik. There should be a hefsik from the heart to the erva. Now that's brought in halacha. The Imrei Emes suggests there is another thing that should not be. There should not be a hefsik. There should not be a hefsik between the moyach and the leiv, the intellect, the brain, and the heart. There shouldn't be a separation. So if you have a scarf wrapped around your neck, obviously not tight, but if you have a scarf wrapped around the neck, it is besides the typical thing. I don't think it is proper. A person will not stand that way in front of a melech. On top of that, there is a concept that the moyach, leiv, all should be together on this connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu.